Now, as we start moving away from a quick CMA to developing thorough CMAs for presentations, is the reason why thorough, the great example would be you could pull some comps very quickly from your MLS. Most MLS service providers have a quick CMA button, which will help you generate in seconds a very knowledgeable awareness around what is happening, those kind of key areas we could compare. But if I want to present, I need to move into those visuals we were talking about. And then obviously in some type of presentation, there is an analysis or an end of what did we learn or take away from today. And that's a great way to present. So as I analyzed your property, now that you're aware of these numbers, you've seen some of these visuals. First and foremost, let me ask you, what is your understanding of the comparables that we are looking at today? And see, the questions are what gets us into conversation. So that way, every single presentation is provided in meeting a person where they are, but still in the way that you've practiced it many times because you know these questions. And then now you know how to present based on the key factors of presenting anything, whether that be marketing and exposure, whether that be pricing and negotiations, and the three levels below, at, or above. Is the overall analysis is for you to kind of share the story of what has led to successes and failures. Because remember, people are only going to do things for two reasons. One, they're only going to do it for their own reason, meaning like they're not going to do it for ours because we want them to sell. They're going to do it for their own reason. But the action they're going to take or motivation is going to be based on only two things. They're going to want to avoid pain or they want to run towards a pleasure. You need to know which one is more important to them as you're developing this thorough CMA for both buyer presentations and listing presentations. Because remember, for a buyer's presentation, it's also sometimes using the numbers to help an analytical person with a decision to be made. See, because if you ask an analytical person, do you love or like this home? They might go, I have no clue what you're talking about because I don't have those associated feelings to this home. Let's just take that as an investor. But what you could say is knowing that we are really looking at properties within 1% to 3% at market value is the nice part about this offer that we're putting forth is that they're meeting us right within that window. So it fits the criteria of our original discussion on how you wanted to make a decision in buying a home with getting a good deal. Now, I know I'm just role playing a little bit there, but overall, the goal of any really thorough CMA is to make sure you can go through the three components, which is I'm able to show you the quick numbers, meaning you're aware of the numbers, maybe some that you didn't know about. I've shown you the visuals so you understand a little bit of how this is happening because we know in real estate, it's location, location, location. And then lastly, it's just pricing and condition, right? How well was it marketed? How well does it look? And overall, the associated value to price, which is then your sharing of the analysis. So remember though, there are some key like buyer types, meaning why would people pay over a certain amount? And that's the unique individual thing about each buyer. So as you share that thorough CMA, remember, it's also based off the demand in a specific market that helps you better identify individual specific needs as you go into what we're using a CMA for, which for most people is to help understand some type of decision to be made around price.